Welcome to the deep dive. You know, sometimes the most profound things are hiding in plain sight.
They really are.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into something so common, so fundamental, you probably sprinkle it on your food every day without a second thought.
Yeah.
Salt. But its influence, its history, its sheer power stretches far, far beyond just seasoning.
It truly does. Our mission today, I think, is to uncover salt's incredible, surprising journey.
Okay.
We're going to trace how this seemingly simple substance, which was absolutely vital for the very dawn of human life and civilization, has, in our modern world, it's morphed into something we often struggle to manage.
Right. From vital to problematic.
Exactly. From a powerful environmental contaminant to a significant health concern, it's a story that touches on biology, history, and global ecosystems.
So let's go back. Imagine for a moment the earliest humans, long before agriculture, before settled communities.
Okay.
What was one of the first things they probably noticed, and maybe even instinctively craved? Animals congregating at natural salt licks. That alone, to me, it just screams of its primal, undeniable importance.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How did they even begin to recognize its value beyond just, taste?
Exactly.
What's fascinating is that this observation wasn't just about survival in the moment. It led to a revolutionary discovery: salt as a preservative.
Which changed everything.
Fundamentally, this wasn't merely about making food last longer, it was a fundamental shift. Imagine a world where permanent settlements were almost impossible because food spoiled too fast.
Right. No storage, no planning.
Salt effectively invented the concept of surplus, allowing societies to plan, specialize, and build, quite literally, the first cities. It wasn't just seasoning, it was the bedrock of civilization as we know it. Maybe far more impactful than, say, the invention of the wheel for just daily survival.
Wow. And we have proof.
Oh yeah, we have evidence of salt production dating back over 8,000 years. Some of the earliest known salt works discovered in places like China and Romania.
Okay, this next bit genuinely blew my mind. I mean,
What?
mummification. Salt for mummification. How on earth did the ancient Egyptians connect salt, a food seasoning, to preserving the dead?
It's an incredible leap.
What does that tell us about their understanding of its properties? It's such a powerful testament to its incredible preservative power and symbolic significance.
Absolutely.
And the Romans, valuing it so highly that soldiers were sometimes paid in it.
That's where we get the word salary from, directly from salt. Salarium.
Amazing.
It truly puts its historical value into perspective, doesn't it?
It really does.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, these ancient salt routes became more than just trade paths. They literally crisscrossed continents.
Facilitating. What? Just goods?
Well, goods, yes, but also immense trade, cultural exchange, driving innovation. Its economic power was so immense that it even precipitated wars.
Wars over salt.
Absolutely. And for centuries, governments established monopolies and levied heavy taxes on salt, enriching their coffers in really profound ways.
It makes you wonder, if soldiers were paid in salt, did that create a whole black market for it? Were there salt smugglers back then trying to get around those taxes?
That's a great question. I bet there were. Smuggling must have been rife.
So salt shaped civilizations, economies, even wars. But it's not just an external force. This very same substance has an equally profound, though maybe invisible, impact inside us.
Right, physiologically.
Literally dictating how our bodies function. Let's trace its intricate dance with human biology. You see, sodium and chloride ions, the components of salt, aren't just about flavor.
Not at all.
They're essential electrolytes. They're crucial for things we often take for granted, like nerve impulse transmission, muscle contraction, maintaining fluid balance within our bodies.
And even nutrient absorption. Really fundamental stuff.
So, historically, was getting enough salt the issue?
For most of human history, yes. The narrative around salt was one of scarcity. In traditional diets, particularly those reliant on plant-based foods, salt was a precious commodity. This led to a relentless human drive to secure adequate intake, sometimes going to extraordinary lengths. But the modern era has seen a dramatic, almost dizzying shift.
From scarcity
To a massive overabundance, a complete flip.
And this newfound abundance, this ease of access to salt, paradoxically birthed a whole new set of problems.
Yeah.
Which brings us straight to a key modern public health challenge: processed foods.
Hidden salt everywhere.
You might not even realize it, but these foods are often absolutely laden with hidden salt, leading to excessive sodium intake for millions, probably billions of people around the globe.
And the striking thing about this overconsumption is how it directly contributes to major health issues.
Like high blood pressure.
Most notably, yes, hypertension or high blood pressure, which is a leading risk factor for serious cardiovascular diseases, stroke, and kidney disease. It's a direct line, really, from too much salt to these conditions.
So all we add iodine now.
Right, and while we now routinely add small amounts of iodine to table salt in many countries to prevent iodine deficiency, which was a great public health success, by the way, the overall narrative has decisively shifted.
It's no longer about getting enough.
Exactly. It's no longer about preventing a lack of salt, it's about managing its excess. A total reversal.
It's quite remarkable, then, to consider how traditional medicine systems, like Ayurveda from India and traditional Chinese medicine, seem to understand salt's complex nature long ago, almost anticipating our modern dilemma.
Absolutely. It's fascinating. In Ayurveda, salt, often in specific forms like rock salt or black salt, is considered one of the 6 fundamental tastes.
Okay.
It's valued for its ability to aid digestion, stimulate appetite, and balance what they call doshas. These are the sort of fundamental energies or principles governing bodily functions.
But they didn't just say eat more salt, did they?
No, not at all. Crucially, Ayurvedic texts also cautioned against excessive consumption. They recognized its potential to aggravate certain conditions and disrupt the body's natural balance. They really grasped that dual nature, medicine and potential poison.
And traditional Chinese medicine, TCM. Similar ideas.
A different framework, but similar recognition of complexity. In TCM's perspective, salt is seen as having cooling and downward draining properties.
Meaning?
It's strongly associated with the kidneys and the water element, relating to fluid balance, waste elimination. Therapeutically, it was actually used for conditions like constipation and swelling.
So using its properties strategically?
Precisely. But what's truly consistent across these ancient traditions is their emphasis on moderation.
Ah, the balance again.
Yes. TCM practitioners also understood that too much salt could harm the kidneys and lead to imbalances such as water retention and high blood pressure, things we grapple with today.
So what this really highlights is how these ancient systems, through centuries of just empirical observation, without our modern scientific instruments.
Right, just watching and learning.
They grasped salt's dual nature, vital and appropriate quantities, but a potential toxin in excess. It's a wisdom that modern science has, for the most part, profoundly confirmed.
It really is striking.
Now let's broaden our view even further, shifting from human biology to salt's profound influence on environmental and ecological systems.
Okay, the bigger picture.
You might not think about it, but natural salt concentrations vary wildly across the globe, and they literally shape the unique adaptations we see in plants and animals.
Like salt marshes.
Exactly. Think about saline environments like salt marshes and estuaries. They're absolute biodiversity hotspots, supporting specialized flora and fauna uniquely adapted to high salinity. It's a delicate natural balance.
It's an intricate balance indeed. And this raises an important question. If these natural systems are so finely tuned, what happens when human activities dramatically alter those natural salt cycles?
The consequences can be severe.
The answer, unfortunately, is often detrimental consequences, sometimes on a massive scale.
One of the biggest historical culprits, and it's still a problem today, is agricultural salinization.
Right, salt buildup in soils.
Yeah, this isn't a new issue. It plagued ancient Mesopotamian agricultural empires, contributed to their decline, maybe, and it continues to be a major threat to global food security today.
How does it happen exactly?
When you irrigate land in arid or semi-arid regions without adequate drainage, as the water evaporates, salts just accumulate in the soil. This process, known as secondary salinization, renders land unproductive. We're talking millions of acres worldwide affected.
A huge impact on food production.
It really is. Could lead to fundamental agricultural collapse if not managed properly.
And it's not just ancient agricultural practices, right? We have modern issues too.
Definitely.
The extensive use of road salt for de-icing in colder climates is a major ongoing environmental concern in the modern world.
All that salt has to go somewhere.
Exactly. Runoff from those salted roads contaminates freshwater ecosystems. It harms aquatic organisms, alters nutrient cycles, and significantly increases the salinity of rivers, lakes, and even groundwater.
What does that do to the life there?
Well, it can lead to the death of sensitive plant species and dramatically disrupt delicate freshwater food webs, impacting everything from insects to fish. It basically poisons the freshwater environment for many species.
And we can't forget that industrial processes and mining operations also release significant amounts of salt into the environment.
True, contaminating soil and water in localized but sometimes very impactful ways.
Then there's desalination. Seems like a good thing, making fresh water.
Finally, yeah, we need to consider something that seems like a solution to one problem but creates another: desalination plants. While they provide much needed fresh water in water-scarce regions,
There's a but.
there's a big but, they produce a highly concentrated brine as a byproduct. If that brine isn't managed properly when discharged, usually back into the ocean,
What happens?
it can be absolutely devastating to marine ecosystems. It's much saltier and denser than seawater, so it sinks and can create dead zones around discharge points, killing off marine life.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it's clear that salt, this seemingly simple compound, well, it's anything but simple.
Not at all.
It's played an extraordinary and incredibly complex role in shaping human history, our very biology, and the natural world itself. From its indispensable role in early human survival and driving global trade to its modern-day implications for public health and environmental degradation, salt's impact is truly profound and enduring. It's a journey from essential to excess.
It's truly striking, isn't it? While salt is unequivocally essential for life, the industrialization-driven shift from a world of salt scarcity to one of abundance presents significant contemporary challenges.
Big challenges.
Understanding salt's historical context, coupled with the wisdom gleaned from those ancient medical practices we talked about, is really crucial for navigating these modern dilemmas. It's almost as if the ancients had a clearer picture of balance, perhaps by necessity.
A necessary wisdom. Given everything we've uncovered today, I'm left wondering, maybe something for you, the listener, to think about. What are the subtle ways salt continues to shape your daily life, perhaps without you even noticing?
Beyond just the salt shaker.
Exactly. And what responsibility do we have in managing its impact moving forward? Not just for our own health, but for the health of the planet. Something to chew on.